Hello everyone, and welcome back to my daily show News 24. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button to stay with us for more content. The morning sun filtered through the large windows of the ABC studios, casting a soft, familiar glow over the set of Live with Kelly and Mark. It was a day like any other, or so it seemed. Kelly Ripa sat at the helm, the chic, modern desk before her adorned with her favorite mug, discreet notes, and the ever-present, vibrant energy of a morning show. Her smile was brilliant, her laughter effortless as she greeted the audience with the warmth that has defined her career for decades. The crew, a well-oiled machine, moved with practiced ease. Cameras glided into position, teleprompters scrolled, and producers communicated in hushed tones through headsets. But behind her effervescent smile, Kelly felt a flicker of unease. She had noticed a shift in Mark, her husband of nearly 30 years and co-host, that morning. He was more reserved, his usual playful banter replaced by a quiet intensity. He'd held her a moment longer during their pre-show hug, his whispered, "We'll talk soon, Kel," carrying a weight that felt entirely out of place in their bright, bustling world. The first segment flew by. Kelly engaged with a guest, her comedic timing perfect, her charm dialed to 10. Yet every time the camera cut away, her eyes would dart to Mark. He seemed distant, his gaze occasionally fixed on some unseen point, his fingers tracing the edge of his notepad. She tried to dismiss it. Maybe he was just tired. Maybe he was planning one of his signature mischievous pranks. Then the red lights on the cameras dimmed. A commercial break washed over the studio. Mark leaned in, his voice a low, intimate murmur meant only for her. "Kelly, there's something I need to tell you. On air." Kelly's heart stuttered. She grasped for their shared language of humor. "Okay, what is it? Did you finally book us a vacation without telling me? Because you know I'm always packed." Mark shook his head, his dark eyes glistening with an emotion she couldn't immediately place. "No, honey, this is bigger. It's life-changing." The audience returned, their applause a wave of sound. Kelly, the ultimate professional, fixed her smile back in place, but inside a storm was brewing. When the cameras rolled again, Mark took a steadying breath. He began slowly, his voice measured yet thick with emotion. "You know, this job, sitting here with you every day, it's been the greatest privilege." He paused, gathering himself. "But today isn't just another day on Live. Today, I have to share a decision that affects both of our lives in a way I never imagined." The words hung in the air, dense and profound. Kelly's radiant smile dissolved into a mask of confusion, her pulse thrumming in her ears. The audience, sensing the seismic shift, fell into a rapt, uneasy silence. "I've been offered a role," Mark continued, his voice beginning to fray. "A tremendous opportunity, but one that's going to take me away from here, away from this desk, and yes, away from you, Kelly." He looked directly at her, his composure cracking. "It's a chance I feel I have to take, for my career, for my growth, but it's also the hardest decision I've ever had to make. And I wanted you, I wanted all of you, our extended family, to hear it from me first." A collective gasp rippled through the studio. Kelly's hands flew to her mouth, her eyes instantly welling with tears that spilled over. She tried to form a word, but nothing emerged. The audience was frozen, witnessing the very foundation of the show they loved seemingly fracture in real time. This wasn't a bit, this was real. Her hands trembled as she reached for a tissue, dabbing carefully at her ruined mascara. Her voice, when it finally broke through, was a fragile whisper. "Mark, I don't even know what to say." Mark reached across the desk, his hand finding hers, their wedding bands glinting under the studio lights. "You don't have to say anything right now. I just needed you to know. I needed you to understand that this isn't about leaving you. It's about following a path I feel I have to take. And I hope, God, I hope you'll support me, even if it's painful." The studio was wrapped in a stunned, sorrowful silence. Viewers in the audience had tears streaming down their faces, sharing in the palpable heartbreak. Kelly nodded slowly, swallowing hard against the lump in her throat. "Mark, I love you. And of course, I support you. But, wow, I didn't see this coming. Not today. Not like this." Mark squeezed her hand, a single tear tracing a path down his cheek. "I know, honey. I wish I could make it easier." As the final segment of the show ended and the cameras cut away for the last time, the upbeat theme music felt jarring. Kelly, the picture of composure just minutes before, finally let the facade fall, burying her face in her hands. The crew, respecting the profound line between public performance and private life, quietly gave them space. Mark stood and moved to her side, his hand a steadying presence on her shoulder, a silent sentinel in the wake of their shared public earthquake.